Welcome everybody, SeKo Drinkcraft coming back having some mojito out of a mason jar and watching Root Puck play against EG Stephano. Did really enjoy watching Stephano for the longest time. Haven't heard a lot of noise from him in a while. Did pretty decent at the GSL from what I remember. Didn't go all the way or anything like that. Some controversy about him, talking about some underage girls and so forth. Regardless, one of the best foreign Zerg players, if not the best in the world, so I will enjoy watching him for his incredible pro gaming talents. Puck is somebody that I've seen a lot of recently, be getting a lot of his replays out there into the community to cast, which I really appreciate, and I'm actually pretty excited to see what kind of skills these different guys are going to bring to the table for this game. Also, just a huge fan of this map. We see a really early probe going out to do some blocking and some cock blocking and so forth. Jam-rific. And he doesn't have a forge down to do any type of extra crazy shenanigans. It looks like he's going to go for a Nexus first. He just knows that this is about the timing where a pool will go down. So he's just going to check and see if that happens to be the case. Take a few minerals on the way. Why not? Pack a lunch. Pokes one guy once, just because he's a jerk. No, behind this, lots and lots of probes. Only about halfway towards his Nexus goals. Good luck, have fun. That was a little delayed. I hope this is Stephano. He usually says good luck, have fun, and then the person's name from the stuff that I watch. That's not the case. We do see the pool going down before the hatch. Very standard in the current meta game. It's too easy for the protoss. Ooh. Sneaky. I was about to say, it's usually too easy for the protoss to block, but now he should feel a little bit sheepish. First overlord's not even down here yet. Oh, that's some good gas. We should see a forge popping down right away. There we go. Probe's going for one more scout to see the timing of the spawning pool. There wasn't too much deviation that Stephano was really going to do at that time. Maybe cancel it to go for another Nexus, but who really does that? Come on. Now Stephano will see the wall off at the front. If we look at the units tab, we'll see that small little bit of a lead for the Protoss player. When this finishes up and he gets Chrono Boost, he should be able to keep pace. That being said, it will be pretty easy for Stephano to take a lead once all that stuff gets up. I missed the version of this map that had the really close watchtowers. It had 4 watchtowers on this, so if you were playing Zerg and you just had Zerglings to spare, you could see half the map anyways. Scouting around for some pilons, as the French would say as they drink their mojitos. Really fast third. Yeah, just after the 4-minute mark, extremely fast third. Stephano must feel pretty confident in what's going to be happening though. If you see a Nexus this early, you know that it's not going to be gateways. There isn't going to be a cybernetics core up. Finally goes now. So he's got a little bit of time before he's going to see anything come out. And by seeing the Chrono Boost on the Nexus, you should feel pretty secure in that being the case. Zerglings wandering around looking for pylons, as smart Zerglings will do. But there are no probes anywhere on the map. No pylons that I've noticed go down anywhere. So it's still good diligence as a Zerg player to do that. I actually just played a Zerg versus Protoss, I think just shortly before casting this, and sure enough, I managed to see a really forward pylon out of the Protoss player, and looking at his build, was able to tell, oh, this is a 4-gate. I'd better just hunker down. And sure enough, was able to prepare well enough for it. It'd be interesting to see if it maybe put the Zergling a bit closer so that the probe couldn't sneak by. Right now it can sneak by on both sides if it does run out. No tech yet out of Stephano. Still on lair. Not even a single gas taken. He wants to get that mega army. Mega up first. Which is really interesting because there's no speed and there's no roaches. So a handful of zealots would do a really good job. Unfortunately, Puck will not be doing that. He'll be going to try to keep pace on macro with a 3 base Zerg, and he's doing pretty good up until this point. But now that the next hatchery and the injects are happening for 3 queens, Stephano should be getting up to a pretty good lead. Interesting place for the spine crawler. This might just be so they can maneuver it back and forth between the bases. This is where the pressure is generally going to happen as a Protoss player coming into the Zerg. I mean, you can go past the destructible box, but it's pretty unlikely. Still not much on the tech side. We do see a Stargate and a robo coming out. I wonder if that Stargate, which is interestingly placed, is for maybe some Oracle pressure, or if he actually wants to start building up Phoenix. Seems a little bit late, but once again, Stephano does not know that this is coming. He's got no preparations for this. Just lots and lots of drones. Voidray coming out. I like that. I used to think the voidray was only for pressure, but it's really about going and picking off overlords at the start as well, while you build up some phoenixes and stuff behind that. It looks like he was chrono boosting that for a second as well. +1 attack on the way. We finally have the gases being taken at all bases for Stephano. He's getting out his evolution chambers for upgrades, moving the creep really well between his bases, and getting up this safe wall of defense. And I can't fault him for this. I think it's really important, particularly if you're going mass economy, to get a couple of these out. It will delay pushes long enough for you to build some units up. Queen dropping creep so he can move naturally into his 4th base. And that is just a hallucinated phoenix coming out. 2nd void ray. It appears as though Puck is going to hope to be very well situated to get up a massive army, and then just Stephano's not even going to worry about moving that overlord. He knows it's on its deathbed essentially with that coming over. He's going for that massive protoss death army. Get in about 4 to 5 void rays, some Colossus and sentries, and you'll blow through so much. I'm interested to see if Stephano, he does put down a spore crawler now that he knows that there is a starport out. 1 at each base just to be able to deal with any oracles. Pulled back his queens into a better position. Looks like he's just moving these over here to knock down this wall, and then he'll move over again. It's interesting that he's doing as much as he can with building as little attacking units as possible. There he goes. He's essentially had to build like 4 zerglings this entire game. I like the Tron version of the Zealot there. He's about to get down to some crazy techno music. We'll see if this is Puck going to put on pressure, or if he actually wants to just expand behind this. Stephano does see it happening. Void Ray's got to cancel on this hatch, and that drone's going to get obliterated. We got Swarmhosts coming out of Stephano. The only thing he has really for anti-air is a couple of spores and these queens. He doesn't have an army to speak of. No zerglings, no roaches, just spine crawlers and Swarmhosts. And these Swarmhosts are going to be out pretty darn close. This delay by Puck is buying Stephano some time, but this is tight right here. Don't lose your queens. Oh boy. Lose 1 queen, 2 queens. But he does get to drive that back, and once again, all he had here was spine crawlers and queens. That's pretty impressive. Picking off what he can. Now that the locusts are out, I don't know if Puck is going to sit here and trade with this. He might want to maybe circumvent it, but I'm just assuming he's going to pull back and expand at some point. No, forward pylon. So he might just be really going for some heavy damage. This is already somewhat destroyed. I don't know if Stephano sees this, unfortunately. Oh, he does, but this is... I don't know if this is going to work in time. Locusts are getting into better position. These spore crawlers will go down really fast. Oh, this could be really fun. He did force field out some of his own army, but I thought what he might be trying to do, yeah, is just go into the main and force field out the zerg. This is gonna be sucky. Now I wonder, does Stephano go for the base trade, sack this, or does he just hope to corner this army and kill it all off? He's gonna lose a lot, regardless. Colossus attack happening behind this. Speed for the overlords kicks in. It looks like he's just sending in a pile of locusts to hopefully take out some other units. Oh man, great movement by Puck. He is just kicking ass. I don't even... Transfuses. Are they going to be enough? It looks like just barely. He does keep that one hatchery alive. This army is... No, it's not. Oh, I didn't even notice the mothership core was there. This is sick. Oh man, Stephano, you are behind, good sir. Oh yes, very clever. Stephano is down to a single hatch right now. He does have the Swarmhost. The Swarmhosts are good. He's not going to be able to get that. No way. One void ray goes down. Not a big deal though. Behind this, I mean the army from Puck, I don't know how Stephano's going to stop this. With a Colossus, 2 Colossus at a time with range, those will deal with swarm hosts very well. I don't like this, Stephano. Your queens aren't going to be able to get back in time to really deal with this. This is pretty funny. Cancellation does occur, but the voidrays are going to live. Now these queens are out of position to be able to defend anything else. Son of a bitch. I love the way Puck is playing right now. Super delayed third, but he just really committed to that attack. So clever to go around and just run into the base. The thing is, I'm surprised that Stephano didn't try to push his swarm hosts in to do damage, because they had nothing they could do during that. I mean, the army could have turned around and attacked out, but if he moved all of your crawlers down here, you would have been able to delay him pretty good. He's actually got to spread creep into his base now. These queens should die. Maybe not. More queens coming to the rescue. Yep. Should just come down here and kill this one, I would think. Here comes the Death Army. Puck's just going to go around. Now, what does he put up inside of the Warp Prism? I don't know if he's got anything in the Warp Prism right now. Nope, nothing yet. He's just going to use it to warp in, it looks like. He's going to take a little bit of beating here. He doesn't want to lose the sentries in the front. He lost a bunch of zealots and a couple of sentries out of this, which essentially was for free. Next pile will be coming out. Nice zoning from the force fields to help. Voidrays are just going to go back and then kill that base again. Oh, don't lose it. Observer. I don't know if he's got any other ones in this army. I don't think he has any more observers. This play with the force fields against the Locust is pretty slick. That was pretty cool. Not only did pulling in the Colossus get it killed, it actually killed the force field at the same time. How cute. He does have a second base up, but at this point, in the protoss, still building probes. Great. Only queen still for Stephano to defend all of his bases with. Yeah, Stephano's gonna have to play some mass crazy defense here for the next little while. He doesn't have a spire tech anywhere from what I can tell. No. So he doesn't have really any way to deflect these voidrays, Colossus, or any of the other air units that might come into play. More observers coming out. I would actually expect to see maybe even a couple more observers pop out. Stephano is trying to rebuild his economy. You see that he's at 50 drones to 65. Puck's just being a jerk over here. Colossus are a little bit confused, but they should be able to take care of all these zealots before anything too bad happens. Save this base, but he needs to put some spores down here or something. One Colossus goes down. He needs... There's a spore going down. Like, he needs to protect this base. He doesn't have a choice in the matter. Oh, Puck, pay attention. Woo. Oh, he does lose it too. Poopy, now that one spore should be fine enough to deal with that. Fourth base going down. I mean, technically, Stephano will be on 4 bases here pretty soon. But he's still not sitting really happy. Some Vipers in the back. Putting down a spore and lots of spines over here to deal with any more drops that are coming in. Still liking Puck's position in this a lot. That is a sick-ass Colossus count. Spire is finally going down at this point. Still more economy coming out of Stephano. Puck's getting pretty close to maxed. I'm not too sure what he's going to be waiting on before he pushes. I mean, his upgrades are a long ways off, and the more time he gives Stephano, I mean, obviously, the more he's going to get back into it. I wonder if that will kill the creep tumors in there. We'll see. Oh, I gotta sneeze. No, I'm alright. That's kind of funny. Oh, look out for the... See, these locusts are barely going to get any shots off. No, don't go to the north, Stephano. Oh no. And let's see if Puck just goes around this army again or not. Wow, great feedbacks. All the Vipers are essentially done. How many Colossus is this? That's the most Colossus I've seen in a non-PvP game. I think this is probably going to be it for Stephano. I mean, I'm sure he wanted to try to take out the observers, but they managed to sneak into the back. Oh, these things scream so weird. They're worse than the ghosts. Sounds almost somewhat electronic at the same time. Puck has lost almost no army through this. Stephano's trying to microwave all of his Swarmhosts. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Bye-bye. Oh man, that is so sick. Yeah, I'm sorry, Stephano. I don't know what you hope to accomplish, but this is dunsies. This is so dunsy. The locusts aren't... They got a couple of kills. Observers are still in the army, so these Swarmhosts are essentially done. Holy crap. I just want to sit back and in awe of that amount of Colossus. I don't even know, like even if you had like 15 Corruptors out, it would still take you 2 minutes to cut through all those Colossus. 2-1 upgrades. Well, Stephano, you can GG anytime now. Rats. I don't know if this is for a tournament or not. Where I got this didn't say for sure. Anyways, Stephano... Love Stephano, but he kinda got schooled on that game. Did no damage to the protoss. One really slick move, what go around all the defenses. Man, that was so slick. Great play out of Puck. Great pickup from Root. Hope to cast a few more of his games here in the near future. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.